Here we are in the new house here at Turin. So we're here to start our journey at Torino FC. As you know, we had our first episode, which was the arrival of this manager, this guy, Shoji Yanashita, and now we're going to one of the most important times of the season, which is the transfer time. So the summer transfer. Um, and so let's start by going to the center of training to see who will stay and who will go out. So, like, first of all, let's go on our garage and let's bring up our car to start this journey. So, this is our main car. It's this beautiful car that we got, and now we're very broke. We don't have money, so we really need to get on the top tier of the club to get money, to get well paid, and to see if we can get more cars, more houses, and a better lifestyle. So the place that we will go is to the train center, which is not here, is here. And so let's go, let's start this journey here at Torino FC, and let's see what happens. So, at this episode, we will talk about the players that will stay and the players that will leave the club. And so we have 9 players that are on this list, and you saw on the last episode who were the players that could leave this match. And there are many players that could leave because I think that they don't have the quality to stay on the team. But still, even if the player wants to stay, if arrives a proposal, a good proposal, I guess we can stay. We can move up on the Transfeer, which is very important for the club. But so the 9 players are Per Schurz, as you saw in the last episode, Ilkhan, Persian, Dembele, Mazina, Caramo, Baleari, and the last one is Antonio Donnarumma, which was the gay of the team. But there are many players that could still leave and are not on the list. But these are the players that I really want to speak to see if they want to leave also the club. And also the player that I didn't mention, which was the first one that I really want to sell and will be an important conversation, is Lazaro. Lazaro is the one that could bring us some money. So here we are. We arrived already at the center, and let's see who are the players that will stay and the players that will leave the club. So here we are, and let's start our journey, our first training with the team. So the train just ended right now, and well, we spoke to many players. These 9 players were the most important conversation that we had. And right now, well, guys, we have some news to you, and you will see right now who will stay on the club and who will really leave the club. Because there are players that still have the ambition to stay, but there are already players that want to leave the club and they don't want to stay on the club. So at this journey, the players that accepted to leave the club are Mazina, which is a bit old for for our team. That was the main reason that I wanted him to leave, and he accepted this request. Also, Caramo, which I guess won't have the profit that we want. Also, Pagliari, the goalkeeper, um, is not very good. Also, a bit old right now, and we already have our main goalkeeper set on the team. And also Antonio Donnarumma, which was the second goalkeeper, another guy that is too old for the team and doesn't have a profit on the matches. As I saw on this first training, he is not on the level to stay. Also, the player that we really want to leave is Lazaro, and Lazaro accepted this request to leave. So I guess we will have a really high amount of money with this selling, which is really important for us, Lazaro, to leave. Um, but still, let's see what happens um, on this transfer time because there are still many players that could leave. But I guess the most important transfer would be Lazar because he's not a player that we want, and also he's a player that could get us some money. And now let's speak about the players that will stay. About this nine, you already know because I spoke um, early on this video, and there are many players that have the ambition, and I saw on the first training that they have the quality, some quality to stay, and some potential to stay. And so now that we arrive on our new home, well, the players um, are these ones. So Per Schurz, which is an important player on the on the backstage, not also on the pitch, but still is an important player on the backstage. Also Ilkan, which is very motivated to stay. Also Persian and Dembele. These are the four players. Also, Dembele is a bit young, so I guess he has the potential to stay. But he has some doubts about this question that I made. But I will give him some time for these four players, and especially for Dembele. And if they go well, well, they can stay. But still, we have to look at the proposals that we get because it's really important to see the proposals that we get because if these four players get some good proposals, I guess I will sell them and I already spoke to them and they accepted it. But still on the project, they are on the project, so it's important now to uh, get these players on their levels. So now let's move on to what we want. So here we are in the board to see who will actually leave the club in this transfer season and also the new players that are coming to the team. And now on 7 July, we already have 5 offers. So let's see who has already a proposal. And the first one is Jan Caramo. He's a player that accepted easily to leave. So I guess we should try him to leave. Also, we have Valentino Lazaro, which could go out 6 million. So let's see if we can extend the proposal of the opposite team. So let's try 774. Okay, they are still on a low number. Let's see if they accept 7. And they accept, okay. 7 millions for Lázaro, and now we have Gvidas Ginetis, which is a loan. And yes, we could try. Is a player that has a very big competition inside of the team, so I guess that won't be possible to maintain here. Now he has a really high wage for his quality, so let's try to reduce a bit. Okay, they accepted, and now let's see if they can go up with a 2.9. They are going to 30. Let's see if they accept 2.5 to 5. They accept. Okay. Ginetti also is leaving the team, and now Sergio Persian, the player that wanted to stay, has a loan option. I mean, this could be a good option for him, as he doesn't have the quality and is really on the low level. But let's try to negotiate first what could be. But I guess he won't do much with his type. I don't know. Let's try. Okay, they don't want without buying option, and now we have Ilkan, which is interested on the loan, and yes, we can accept it as we don't want to continue with that player on the list. And we have Valentino Lazaro again. Now it's Besiktas. Marcelo was the team that made the first offer. Now we have Besiktas, which has to make an higher proposal than the last team. So let's try 7-7. Okay, they can't buy this guy. It's really low. 6-2. They are not getting the price that I want. Oh, they accepted 7-1, 7,100,000 for this guy. And also United has another proposal, which is from Halitiyat. It could be interesting for him. Also, he will receive really big amount of money. So again, loan with option to buy 2 years. So let's just propose 1 year. Okay, and now let's reduce to 50 because they have money. They accepted, and now 2,030,000. Okay, that could be a good option for us, and also for our player Ginetis. Let's move on. On the day we have a new proposal for Persian. And now here we have the first player leaving the team, or the first players leaving the team, and the first one is the one that we wanted to leave since the start, which is Valentin Lázaro. He's going to Marsella for 7 million. It's a good, yeah, it's a good negotiation. And now let's go on to Persian, which has another Henry. We can try. Sarpsborg, I don't know where are they from, but still, I guess it will have more space, more time, and more space there than here. And now they want 1 year. Okay, let's try to reduce the wage. They accepted, and now let's try to make up a better offer for this guy, and they accepted 400 on this guy. Let's see if he will go out. He asked to stay, but it's a really good offer by the opposite team. I don't know if he will stay. Let's see the negotiations that he will have. And now the next player leaving, it's Caramo. Caramo leaving to Mainz, 3 million. And yeah, it was a good price. Also, Gvida Ginaitis is leaving to Burnley. And yeah, it's a nice negotiations that we have here. And now we are entering on the new season, and now another player leaving, which is Ilkan. Ilkan really accepted the offer of Sarpsborg, or no, Twente. That's the other guy. Ilkan accepted the Twente offer. Well, he chose to go there. That's not my problem. But he said firstly that he wanted to stay on the first training and also Persian. I guess this is the guy that will go to, yes, Sarpsborg. 12 months on the loan, and also he could be leaving the next year permanently. He accepted also the deal, so he was a bit on doubt about this new project, but he firstly said that he wanted to stay, so that's easy. His decision, and now let's go to the transfer hub, and we have many players on the list to buy, and this was the list that we got when we were home searching players for this new season. And the first one is Matias Soler, which passed to Juventus and is now at Roma, but still many years he have some transfer doubts to Torino FC. He was a player that could join Torino FC in the last years, but it didn't happen. And now he's at Roma. Now we have Santiago Jimenez, Ian Couto, Bakayoko, which is one of the best players here at the least. I don't know if we can get him. It could be one of the best players of the team for sure. And also we have Ronnie Bardi, which is a sensational player. He's too cheap, and also he wants to leave Copenhagen to join a bigger project. Also Julian Duranville, which is mostly on the B team. He's not playing on the senior team of Borussia Dortmund, and we could try to get this guy out of the Borussia Dortmund because he's not getting the time. Also, Gianluca Prestiani doesn't play too much on Benfica. Gift Orban wants a new team because he's young and he wants to join a bigger team than Offenheim. And we could try this guy, but it still will be hard because he's already at a good league. But it could be a good striker for us. And the other player, which we are really interested is Ismael Garbi, 20 years old, 75 pace, and he has a good dribbling. We could try for this guy because he's cheap. He passed it through PSG, but now he's at Braga, so we could try to move him again to a great team. And also Asano Drago, which hasn't many time on the team. Leipzig is a really competitive team, so he's not playing on the senior level. But still, we could try. It will be hard, but we could try getting this guy. These are the options we have. 31 million on the pocket to these summer transfers. And let's move on and see if we got Duvan Zapata has got an offer to join Milan. And man, This guy is 33 years old. He is getting worse because he's getting older and he's losing the pace. I don't know if he can stay on the club, and it's a really hard decision to make. And so let's see. Duvan Zapata wants to leave because Milan is right now a better team than us, so I respect his decision. He wants to leave the team. Also, I guess this will be good for us because he's already old, and we could try a big transfer for this team, but Milan didn't accept. So Duvan Zapata is not going for Milan. They didn't accept the proposal. And now we have the preseason tournament invite, and we have here big teams, but I won't participate because this will take a really big amount of time. So I won't do that. Now we have Valu that could go out on the team, and they are offering a player. I don't want this guy. I just want the money. It could go 530. They accepted. Okay, they accepted the proposal, and Valu could leave the team at this time. The first game that we have is against Milan away, so it will be really hard. And now we have a proposal for Illich. Well, he's a really good player. I don't know if he will leave. And also going out to Bergamo Calcio, which is Atalanta. I don't know if I will put him down. But I mean, we can get a better player than him on the midfield, but still, it's really hard to get someone better than him right now. I guess that I will stay with him for now. Let's see if we have more proposals. And let's keep on the date. And we have a proposal for Sanabria. Sanabria is a striker and he's 28 years old. We could try. I mean, yeah, we can try selling him out. Also, in the training, in the at this first training, he didn't have the potential and the quality that I want. Let's try a bit higher to see if they can sell. Well, let's try. Okay, let's accept it, and Sanabria could go out the team. Let's see if he also accepts or if he wants to stay on the team for this new project that we are having right now. And now we have Tameze. Tameze is really old, and Benfica wants to buy him. Also, we could try this new proposal. Let's see if they accept 6-4. They want 5-4. Let's try 6-2 for Benfica. And they want 5-4 again. They're a bit stagnated on the value and they accepted 6-1 on Tameze. He's really slow, so it doesn't matter. We can really sell him. And there we are. Another player leaving the team, and this time it's Sanabria leaving to West Ham United. 12-5. It's a good value, yes. It's a good value for him. That's not a bad try. Also, let's move on the dates, and we have two offers. Tameze again and Mazina. Mazina that could leave, and they are swapping with Bobby Clark. Now let's try the deal without players coming to the team. Unless we can try a thing, because we wanted a midfielder. They don't have anyone here. Uh, well, let's see. We can go on the 5-4, 5-3. They accepted. Salzburg accepted, and now Adrian Tameze is not going on loan. He's really old to go on loan. It's not a good offer. Let's move on the date. And Duvan Zapata has a new proposal now. This time is for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, 25 million. Let's try 34 because the first time they didn't accept. Let's try a bit low because he's already old and okay, I have to respect his value. Duvan Zapata could leave the team right now, and with that, we probably could have like 70 million on the pocket, and that's a really good value for us. 70 or 80, I don't know the value. Mazini is going out to Salzburg, 5-3. It's a good value for him. It's a nice transfer. And now we have the updated youth scout mission, which is Rossi and Spahia, and I sent them to Brazil and Portugal to see new players. And we have Hugo Gonçalves, which doesn't have the potential. We have Hugo Ribeiro. Okay, has a nice pace, nice potential, and with the 16 years old, he could have a really good overall. Alessandro Lopes not going on the team. Guy Silva also not going, and Alex and Miguel Cruz not going on the team. We have one player to the youth academy, and now we have here the scout of Portugal, Holdeman de Menezes, Joaquim Arnos, Sandro de Menezes, and Martin Pinto. Well, these two guys seem to be brothers, but well, they don't have the quality to stay on this, to go on this project. So we have one player to go on this. Here we are in August. Let's see if Zapata gets the transfer done. I guess he rejected. No, he didn't. And here we have Alberto Paleari with a proposal of Santa Clara. Let's try 1 million for this guy. I guess, yeah, it could. Okay, they accepted. Also, I couldn't go much higher because he's already at 31 years old. So the teams don't believe on this. It could be Zapata. If it's Zapata, we are losing our best striker. It is Zapata. We are losing our best striker, but we have now 30 millions on the pocket, 32 on the pocket to go out and buy a new player for the team. Also, we have Shea Adams to replace him. And let's go see the money that we have right now. And we have 79 million. It's a really good value for us. And we could go out on this transfer hub and buy some players that we need. Also, let's see first the players that we really need. We made this static 4-4-2, and I mean, we don't have a right back player. Okay. Mariband 33 pace is really low. Let's try to change it, and let's put Salza here on the right back. Is capable of doing it. Also, we will have another tactic, which is the 4-3-3 that we will do later. But for now, the players that we need, we have a good defense. Samuel Coco is really fast. Peter Schurz has a really good defending. And Cristiano Biraghi is fast and has a good defending. Also, Souza is on loan and he could stay for now. But we need players on the wingers, on the wings, and probably a new mid player, or no. Well, we have here Linetti and Illich. Illich could be nice to change here Casadei, which is better than Casadei, so we could put him. But we need a right winger, a left winger, and also now that we sold Zapata, we need a new striker. And now a striker that popped up on my head is Charalampos Costolas. And if you don't know who this guy is, well, let's see if he's here. I don't know. It is. 17 years old, is at Olympiacos, and he's a really good player. I mean, a really good player. And since he's at Olympiacos, I guess he wants to go to a better team than Olympiacos. And I guess that Torino could be his project. But for now, let's buy Garbi. Ismail Garbi could be a good decision. But we have Duranville and Gianluca Prestiani. Also, Johan Bakayoko. That could be our best player for sure. But for now, let's go. Oh, he's on loan. Duranville is on. Prestiani is on loan to Le Havre. So we have Duranville to go out on this project. We could go 4-5. Let's see if they accept the 4-4. Okay, they are 480. Yes, let's accept it. It's a nice deal again, and here we have Julian Duranville could be the new left mid player of our team. He wants rotation. I mean, could be a prospect. Okay, they want rotation. Let's not argue. But I'm impressed with that reaction of him. 4 years on the contract, he accepted, and now let's disregard Now let's go to the wage. I mean, 21,000, it's really high. Since he wants rotation, let's go a bit low on the 18. They want 19, okay. Let's accept it. Duranville is the first player of our team. 71 overall. The first transfer of Torino FC is Julian Duranville. And here it is, Julian Duranville making out the tests to make up on the first team. Welcome Julian Duranville to this new project here at Torino. And yeah, what a nice signing we make right now. So Borussia to Torino, 4-8. It's a nice deal, I guess. Oh, it could be 3-7. Damn. I wasn't motivated. I wasn't confident on this. But we have Santiago Jimenez to strike position. Or we could go to Gift Orban. There are these two players, but Santiago Jimenez is really expensive and Gift Orban is really cheap. And well, 77, 79, and Santiago Jimenez is 78, 80. And Gift Orban has a power shot on the playstyle. So let's try this guy for 10 million to our new team. Let's see if he accepts this project. 10 million and he wants 11.5. Let's go a bit lower, 10.9, and that's already a good deal. Okay, he accepted. Now let's see the negotiations with the player. Let's see, it could be a prospect. He wants to be a rotation player again. Wow. I don't understand why they want to be rotation players because they are playing like almost all the time because we don't have any players. They want a clause. I don't want clause. Let's see if they will. Okay. They will accept it. And now let's go to the wage. He has a really high wage again. Let's go on to 27. And he accepted. Okay. Still we have a big amount of money to spend. And we have a new striker on the team, which could be better than our Santiago Jimenez. It is Gifton Orban, Gift Orban, 11 on the team, and it's a nice signing again. So now that we have all these players, we could try Joran Bakayok. It could be one of the best signings that we've made. Or we could go to someone lower, which is Ismail Garbi. I don't know. Ismail Garbi could be nice. Also, we will sign Charalms Costolos. Let's not forget about him. He will be our third striker because the two first will be Gift Orban and Shea Adams, but Costolos soon will be our first striker because he's amazing. He's an amazing player. But let's see if we can go with Hassan Ouedraogo. He's really cheap. I don't know why. He has a good quality. Also, he wants to leave the team, so I guess this will be much easier for us. Let's go on 3-7. And they want 2% on sell clause. Let's see Dayton, let's put 1% on sell clause. And they accepted. And a really low signing, which is really cheap. But this guy has the potential to be one of the best midfielder players that we have. And I will put him as a prospect. They want sporadic, okay. Well, I'm not arguing, but stay. Okay, they don't want a clause. We neither, and now let's go to the wage again. 20,000 on the wage, and they want to go to Torino FC. One more signing to this team. Here it is, Hassan Ouedraogo going to the team from RB Leipzig. 3.7, I guess it could be low, yes, it could be, but still, it's a nice transfer. And now we just have one guy, no, two guys, but this guy will be more easier. We have Johan Bakayoko to go to our team. I don't know if that can be possible, but we need to try it. So let's advance on the date. Let's keep on. And let's see, we have a new proposal for Ngie, 19 years old, a loan to buy. Let's accept it because he's a player that didn't show anything on the team for now. Even at the start, it's important to show the thing. So let's see the wage. Let's put a bit lower. They accepted, and now let's put on this transfer to 1.8. And they accepted 1.8 to Aliangia. And now let's move on the dates to see who will be our new player. So new guy leaving out, I guess it's Ngie. Because yeah, it's Tameze. It's Tameze going to Benfica. 6-1. It's a nice transfer. It could be much higher, okay. That was a bad deal. But now we have Aliana Ngie going out of Torino. And I guess that we can finally try the signing of the historic player of this team. Also here we have Charlotte Costolas. 2 days. Let's try. I mean, 34 million to this guy. Let's see if PSV Eindhoven lets him going up, down. Let's see. They want 50% on the clause. Damn. Okay. They want a much higher value. That's really bad. They accepted 38 for Johan Bakayoko, and now let's go to the contract negotiations for this guy. Let's see. He wants to be a crucial player, of course. He has a really low wage. Wow, that's amazing. But I guess it will be much higher. 31,000. But deal is deal. The new player and the new best player for our team, Johan Bakayoko, is on Torino FC. Well, this guy is amazing. Amazing player that we have here. He's really fast. He has a good shot. He has a good dribble. On the back here it is Pershures. And here it is, the new player for our team, Johan Bakayoko. Well, amazing. This guy's amazing. It's an historical signing for our team. We made an historical purchase. Yeah, it could be lower. It could be really lower. But still, it's not bad. Now we have to wait 2 days to buy Costolos, which will be the last player on the team. So let's move on the date. And there's a proposal for Samuel Ricci. Well, I don't know what to say. Samuel Ricci. Let's first buy the third striker, which is Charlams Costolos. But we have to have a talk with this guy. Samuel Ricci could leave the team. He could really leave the team because I mean he's our one of the best players of our team for sure, and I guess he won't stay. But we have to speak. Let's see if he wants or not to go out and show him Costolas. Olympiacos accepted the proposal, so let's negotiate the player. Here it is. He will be a prospect. He's 17 years old. We want to be sporadic. Okay, let's accept it. 5 years. Okay. Also, let's not put the clause. He doesn't. He accepts. And now let's go on to 12, 50, 15. They ask 15, but let's accept it, and that's for sure one of the last signings of the team. Charlams Kostolos. That could be one of the best strikers. I mean, really. Yeah, it could be really lower again. I don't know what I'm making right now. And so, in the next episode, we will have the first game of the season, but we will also have this conversation with Samuel Ricci that could leave the team. But for now, we just have that done. We have our new players on the team, and let's move on to the next episode.